Hi, welcome back. Well, there's one game in college football tonight. It's between Virginia Tech and West Virginia, the Mountaineers. Now, it's not only a critical Big East matchup, but an intense border rivalry as well. Virginia Tech has the third-ranked defense in the nation. They hope to contain West Virginia running back Robert Walker. He went for 123 yards last week. If the kicking game comes into contest, watch West Virginia punter Todd Sobernon. He's the #1 punter in the nation. The Hokies are 2-touchdown favorites, but the Mountaineers have won the last 2 games against VTU, 14-13 last season and 16-7 in 1992.
Tech and West Virginia get together, it's a battle, and it's a tough battle. It's always been that way since I've been here, and when I played against West Virginia, it's that way, and that's the way it is now. We've got great respect for their program. They've gone through a couple of tough games, but they'll be ready to play Thursday night.
Meanwhile, the Syracuse Orangemen go for their second straight win Saturday as they take on East Carolina. The Pirates coming off an impressive 31-14 win over Temple. For SU, the defense needs to get it going, while Kevin Mason in the offense will try to take advantage of a young Pirates secondary. With a win, the Orangemen would probably enter the top 25 for the first time this year. But while the football team is doing pretty well, the Orangemen soccer team is still looking for its first win. Last night, SU broke their 3-game losing streak, but it was with a tie against Cornell. 25 minutes into the game, Syracuse co-captain Richard Alexander scored his first goal of the year. Syracuse kept that lead for the rest of the game, but with just 3 minutes left to play in regulation, call it regulation, call it what you like. Cornell's Michael Tomlinson put in a goal to tie the game. SU's Josh McGibbon had 8 saves on the night. Cornell outshot Syracuse 24-8 for the game. Providence is next up for Syracuse. The two teams play Saturday in Keith Erickson's living room. Well, the North Carolina women's soccer team has set an all-time all-sports college record for most consecutive wins. Last night, the Lady Tar Heels, with their 89th straight victory, eclipsing the old record held by the UCLA Bruins basketball teams of John Wooden in the late 60s and early 70s. Keep in mind, though, the NCAA only keeps records of 5 sports, so there could be a longer streak in, say, chess or ping pong or something like that. The top-ranked Tar Heels, that was supposed to be a joke. The top-ranked Tar Heels are 189-1-7 since 1986. In baseball, as we were talking about, you know how the saying goes, if you can't play on the field, testify before Congress. Or something like that. Anyway, baseball management and union leaders were in Capitol Hill today testifying about the sport's 72-year-old antitrust exemption. No legislation is expected to pass, and despite rumors to the contrary, Keith Erickson will not be testifying on behalf of the Players Union. In the NBA earlier today, the Phoenix Suns and LA Lakers completed a deal that sends forward Cedric Ceballos to the LA Lakers for a second-round draft pick. The Phoenix Suns needed to cut a forward and some salary slot in the week of their recent free agent signing of Wayman Tisdale. Also rumored to be on the nice dunk. Thanks. Also rumored to be on the trading block, former UConn star Donyell Marshall, the school's all-time leading scorer and rebounder, wants a 9-year deal for $40 million. Minnesota is offering only $14 million for 6 years, and who can live on $2.5 million a year? I can't. Anyway, Roy Tarpley also may be returning to the NBA. Basketball's Steve Howe played for Dallas, as you know, for many of his 6 or 7 seasons before he went to Greece after getting kicked out of the league for drug usage in 1991. The big forward will meet with big commissioner David Stern soon and could be reinstated by the end of the month. In football, the Arizona Cardinals are trying to aid their abysmal passing offense. Head coach Buddy Ryan has signed veteran quarterback Rich Gannon. He has spent 6 years with Minnesota before playing for the Washington Redskins last year. Gannon joins Steve Berline, Jay Schrader, and another quarterback named Jim McMahon in the Cardinal QB Derby. In another NFL signing, the Denver Broncos re-signed 6-time Pro Bowl safety Dennis Smith, the league's oldest defensive back, at 38. Denver owner Pat Bowden dismissing the move as a PR stunt. Smith plans to start for the Broncos Monday night at Buffalo. And finally, thank God, some news from the NHL. The start of the season is just 9 days away, and the league and its players' union still haven't reached a collective bargaining agreement. After 2 days of lengthy negotiations, the main issue is still, take a guess, player salary. Yeah. If it doesn't,
Sure. Whatever.
If it doesn't get solved by the end of the week, look for the end of the season to be postponed, and that's pretty much a great look at sports. John, Julie.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
That was a great look at sports.
That was
Thanks.
Great.
Sorry about all that video. I know it got really confusing there.
Yeah, everything I wanted to know.
Hey, they're on Capitol Hill, Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Now, Major League Baseball is still they're the only ones that have the exemption for the antitrust.
Yeah, most of the labor unions in the entire United States obviously have some kind of non-antitrust exemption. But baseball doesn't have it yet. As you know, they're on strike, and they're also on strike. So keep that in mind.
So they are on strike.
Well, yeah, but they're not playing.
Oh. I don't remember that one. Anyway, still much more ahead tonight, including the story of a central New York landmark biting the dust. Stay with us. Mercifully, that will do it for this edition of Campus 7 News.